Hello everybody, this is an astrological forecast for Capricorn for August of 2030. And this also applies if you have Capricorn ascendant. So my dear Capricorns, we're very well aware that Pluto is in your sign and has been making this square to Uranus and still will be doing for the next couple of years. And it's also now forming a T-square with Jupiter. So already you're very aware that things are shaking up from underneath, your roots are being shaken. Some of you may feel that kind of an insecurity, as though you don't quite know what's happening next. You used to be able to have all these plans, Capricorn, but maybe now you can't have so many plans because so much is shaking from underneath you. As well, you're transforming yourself. Huge amount of changes for Capricorns, I know, but a lot of it now, some of them now that Capricorn, Pluto's been in your sign since 2008, I think many of you are getting used to this and used to having to be able to make changes. And as well, what's now being drawn into this and has been since the end of June is the fact that Jupiter is now in your house of relationships. So this is all about how you use power in relationships. Are you being assertive enough? Are you being a martyr? Are you being a victim? Are you just agreeing to things just for the sake of a peaceful life? Well, I think if you're trying for a peaceful life with this Uranus square to Jupiter, I don't think you're going to get it. I think that you're going to have to force yourself, Capricorns, to be able to share what's going on, where your boundaries lie, what's important for you. This Uranus in the fourth house is really shaking everything up. Yeah, and we're going to see where the chips fall. There's much happening in this house of relationship for you this month. With Jupiter there, of course, it could bring a new relationship to you, possibly even a marriage. And it also can bring lots of lessons, learning experiences. Just because Jupiter is the benefic, it is a wonderful planet, but also it magnifies what you've been doing up to now. So if your relationships have been going smoothly and well, then it's going to magnify that and you'll have more well-being. If there's been some hiccups and some challenges, well, this will draw your attention to them and you'll have to look at what your beliefs are. What have you been doing? What are the repeated patterns that you're doing? Are you giving too much? Are you giving too much of your energy? Do you need more alone time? Are you getting enough space alone? So all these things, or are you getting too desperate to be in a relationship? Do you need to tone it down a little? All these things are going to be triggered by this T-square. I'm coming on to the trine, I'm ahead of myself in my thinking. The Jupiter also is part of a grand trine. So you will be able to relax as well in some new relationships. You're restructuring your friendships, your dreams, the things that you want for yourself. There's a change happening, and also as well with the people around you. There's a lot of changes, maybe some completions and endings, but the opportunity for more flow in how you communicate, how you share with people. So an opportunity as well for a great improvement in relationships and some new people coming into your life, or a new special person coming into your life. We have a new moon on the 6th of August in Leo, in your 8th house. The first 3 weeks of the month we've got the Sun in the 8th house of joint finance, joint resources. This moon coming in the 8th house is shining a light on your finances. It's saying to you, okay Capricorns, what do I need to look at? What could be new? What new things do I need to put in place? With the Sun there as well, this too is shining a light on it. It could bring money to you from somebody else. Or you may have an idea, a business idea, that could get investment, that could be sponsored. So this new moon can help you with that. And as well, remember, it's about being creative about your finances. Don't be too stuck in old ways. Think about new ways that you can bring life to your financial situation. Maybe there's a new idea that you have, or something that's very innovative. Or maybe you've got a way, you're Capricorns, you're wonderful organisers. Maybe you're solving a problem. You love to fix things. Maybe it's something you can fix by an idea that you've got that could become a successful business. We've got Venus planet of love and money in your 9th house for the first couple of weeks of the month. This is great for meeting somebody from overseas. It's nice for taking a trip. It's also nice for learning something, anything involving higher education and spirituality. Anything on the esoteric level is very good for it. Then we have Venus changing sign on the 16th of the month and going into your 10th house, Capricorns. So this brings something nice in your workplace, potentially. Something where you can enjoy more of what you do and maybe share that with others. You may find that somebody is quite lenient with you or helpful in the workplace with this Venus changing sign. And you may also want to present yourself a little bit differently. Show yourself off in a better light. And this Venus will help you to do that. Mercury is in this, a lot going on, as I said earlier, in this 7th house of relationship. So a lot of learning experiences, Mars there, you're going to be, you have to be a little bit careful you don't end up in kind of arguments with people. Mars is quite assertive, and especially being opposite this Pluto for you in the 1st house, you may feel, I think I may need to push back here, so be aware that that's a possibility. You may react and have a knee-jerk reaction to something somebody says. But with Mercury there for the first week of the month, good time for discussions and talking about things, but just make sure you're not getting too impatient with it. Mercury changes sign on the 8th of the month and moves into your 8th house of finance, so a good time to do some research about finances. Maybe you've got a little bit of money and you want to know what to do with it. Time to research, learn about it. Don't just take action until you've learned it. And then on August the 20th, we have a full moon in Aquarius. Opposite where the new moon was, so the sun, the full moon is always opposite the sun. The full moon is here in Aquarius, in your house of money. Aquarius is a party sign, it's a fun sign. It is a good time to enjoy thinking about money and finance. Don't put it into something that you don't enjoy. See it as, how can I create new ideas that are a little bit quirky, a little bit unusual? Capricorn can sometimes be a little bit conservative. So what can I do new about my finances? How can I inject something new energy? This full moon will help you to do that. It will also highlight where things are not so good, and it will enable you to move into a more empowered place. And remember, Aquarius is being quirky, thinking outside the box, doing something new. Like I'm doing this new for the monthly videos. I haven't done it this way before. Trying something new and not getting too stuck in your old ways connected with your finances. Leave that there. On August the 22nd, the Sun moves into your 9th house. And on the 23rd, Mercury also moves into your 9th house. So the last week of the month particularly, a lot of focus on this 9th house, Capricorn. So wonderful time for travel, for learning about foreign cultures, foreign places, for connecting with people from overseas. It's also a good time for writing, for sharing information, for teaching, for learning, and for anything on that spiritual level. So really good time, especially for those of you who want to be published or videos, music, whatever it is. This is a very good week, this last week of the month, particularly. And finally, we've got Mars, which has been in your 7th house. On the 27th, it moves into this house of the 8th house, house of shared resources. It's also the house of intimacy and sex. So I don't think I need to say any more. If Mars is in that house, some of you may be finding that you want to go on to a deeper, more intimate level with somebody, or with some situation in your life. You may want to take it deeper, one step deeper. And it can also relate to the esoteric as well, going deeper into maybe astrology or tarot or numerology or whatever it is that interests you. You could also go deeper into it at this time. So there you have it, my dear Capricorns. I hope that you like the new format. I'd appreciate suggestions, input. I'm open for that. I'm also thankful when you subscribe, like the videos, share them, and also if you'd like to come for a reading or ask an astrology question, I'd be delighted to hear from you. Thank you very much for listening. Bye for now.